All right, so can you describe to me your family's sleep patterns?
My mom and dad are really good about getting like the same amount of sleep. They go to bed at the same time and get up at the same time. My dad gets up in the morning and works out every day, so that keeps him on like a strict sleep schedule. My brothers probably stay up too late and don't get enough sleep. And I'm typically a night owl, and my schedule right now works well with that because I don't have to get up very early for many of my classes. But I feel like I get adequate sleep.
So can you describe to me your family's hygiene practices?
I would say we're clean people.
Yeah, like do you typically like
Um,
shower every day
Yeah.
kind of thing? Okay.
Yeah.
And then you kind of get regular haircuts and stuff like that, I
Yes,
guess?
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
My grandpa was like all about looking good and feeling good and being clean.
Is
So
that on your dad's
on
or
my
mom's?
mom's side,
Okay.
yeah. And so I feel like that's kind of played it into our family hygiene.
Can you describe your family's physical activity?
I think we're all pretty active. My mom takes our dog out for walks and rollerblades regularly. I go to the gym every day. My brothers, especially during swim season, work out a lot. And then my dad goes to the gym every morning. So we're relatively active.
All right. So, what does your family do to protect themselves from illness and disease?
I guess just like washing hands. My dad is really like, anal about that. And a lot of times during flu season, we'll all drink like the vitamin C packets. We go to the doctor for like our yearly checkups, same with like the eye doctor and the dentist and things like that.
And then would you also say you get immunizations regularly?
Yeah.
Okay. Does your family have any history of drug or alcohol abuse?
Not my immediate family. There's some on my dad's side of the family, but not in our family.
What is each member of your family's self-efficacy like? That's kind of like, how you feel about like going things about on yourself by yourself, you know.
I feel like we're all pretty good at that, I guess. I think that's something that like my parents have taught us over the years. It's just to like be confident in who you are.
What are some coping strategies your family utilizes?
I think my mom and dad and I would probably use communicating with one another. Personally, like if I'm really stressed, I find that it's helpful to like go to the gym or like get outside and go for a walk, and I think my dad probably feels the same way. Just having those like outlets for stress, I guess.
Does your balance do a good, or excuse me, does your family balance work and play?
Yeah, I think so.
How do they do that?
My dad goes to work usually till 5 or 5:30, but then when he comes home, he usually is cut off from work, so he has like that definite work time and family time, which I think is really good.
So, what are some other rituals that your family practices besides the ones you've listed before? If there's none, that's fine too.
I'm not sure if I can think of any off the top of my head.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure anymore.
Okay. What does your family like to do for fun?
My family loves to be outside. We have a farm, so my brothers really like to go fishing there and hunting with my dad. We like to grill outside and just like play beanbags and that kind of stuff outside. We like to go on like vacations. We always go to St. Louis baseball games, so we like to travel and like go do fun stuff outside of Carroll.
So does your family have any pets?
Yeah, we have one dog, Lucy, and one cat, Woody.
And have they been in the family for a while?
Yeah, Lucy is 14 and we got her when she was a puppy. And then Woody has probably been around for like 5 to 8 years. I'm not sure.
Okay.
He was a stray that we adopted at our old house.
Okay. So does your family have a good sense of humor?
Yeah, I think so.
And like, how do they display that sense of humor?
My dad and I both have like the very, very similar personalities, and so we'll kind of like pick at each other, but then it turns into like being funny. And then Jack is really cynical, which also can be really funny. Um, and then my mom and Joe are just kind of goofy. They're very alike too.
So you mentioned that your family goes to St. Louis for baseball games as a form of vacation. Are there any other vacations that your family goes on?
A lot of times we like to go over spring break with my dad's work. We either go to Arizona or Florida usually, so that's always a nice getaway at that time of year.
And is that it, would you say?
Yeah, when my grandpa was still alive, we would go to like the Black Hills and different places like that over Christmas and rent out like a big house for our family, our whole family, but we haven't really done that since my grandpa hasn't been around.
Okay. So how does your family make decisions related to healthcare needs?
I think if there's ever a question, my mom is always the first person that anyone would go to just because she has the knowledge about it. But then I think just like discussing it with each other, like what we think is the best way to go about a health issue.
So kind of like that open communication.
Mm-hmm.
So how does your family utilize healthcare resources? You mentioned like you go to the doctor yearly.
Yep.
Okay.
And then yeah, we go to the dentist and the eye doctor every year. We keep up with that kind of stuff.
How does your family respond to like healthcare directions and information? Like, are you typically compliant?
Yeah, I think so. And I think again, having a mom that's a nurse, that really helps being able to like understand things, and she really encourages everyone to be compliant with things because she knows what will happen if you're not.
Mm-hmm. So who in your family is responsible for health teaching? Probably your mom?
Yeah.
And how does she teach you?
I don't think there's ever been a time where she's like sat us all down and like lectured us about something. I think it's like when something comes up, then she knows what to say to talk about it. She's just a really good, effective communicator in that way.
So kind of just like on your toes as it comes?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So what other roles and responsibilities are practiced in your family to promote health?
My dad is really responsible now for his own health. He kind of got like that wake-up call when he got those test results back. And for my brothers, I think they're kind of like still in that stage and they're too young to fully understand health practices and like what they should be doing to promote health, being healthy. I know it's really important to like eat healthy and sleep healthy, especially in college when there's such a high probability of getting sick with like stress and stuff.
So how does your family support one another in their health?
I think it was really evident like when we had to kind of make lifestyle changes for my dad. When he started to have to work out, my mom kind of would go with him sometimes, and she altered like what she was cooking for dinner. And so in order to be supportive of him, we would all like eat what he was eating and less sweets around the house, and we all kind of comply with that now to help support
So it
him.
kind of helped your whole entire family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that is the end of my questions. Do you have anything else that you need to ask me?
I don't think so.
All right. Thank you. It was nice interviewing you.
Thank you.